Hello. Today's the day. All right, I think on Thursday I said that today we'd need to do fast planes, but really we just need planes that can get up to 13,000 feet. So, Josh, I'm never late again because I don't want to get called out by Josh. Hey Dave, hey Josh. What's up, Nick? Victus. Kilgore, I see your message. It sucks. He's out of town today. We'll miss the last leg. It's a bummer. I'm trying to keep the schedule the same, not changing it on anybody this week. But yeah, I'm hopping in the double ender because it's amazing and hilarious and fun, and it's going to be able to get up to the top of Mount St. Helens at like roughly 13,000 feet. I think it might be like 12. So I hopped in the double ender. It's not a super long route today. I kind of trimmed off some parts here. It had us going, like, taking a detour south just to pass by Portland, which is kind of out of the way. So I just simplified it. We're just going to go west. We're going to go hit up Mount Adams, Mount St. Helens, then go north past Rainier, then up to check out, just fly by downtown Seattle, and then up to the north. From there up to Friday Harbor, where we end the entire route. For some reason, the VFR map isn't working for me with the route, but my map here is working just fine. So I'll try to keep an eye on this if I can. I don't know what's going on with the VFR map. 10-foot stall landings. Yeah, apparently it's really hard to land on in the crater on Mount St. Helens, so we'll see how it goes. But we're starting at Yakima, which is where we ended on Thursday. KYKM, Yankee Kilo Mike. KYKM, and then let me check the route. I have a few waypoints on here. And then I put in did I just put in Seattle? Oh yeah, Boeing. Okay, we got KBFI. 2WA1, and then I think I put SeaTac. Oh no, okay, so 2WA1 is just north of Seattle, so that takes us past Seattle, but avoids landing at SeaTac. So we got a pretty simple route today, just trying to keep it easy for our last day. Go sightseeing. You can see we just go to the west, Adams. We go to Adams, St. Helens, Rainier, Seattle, and then Friday Harbor, and we're good. So today's route's like I think it's a little over 200 miles. Let me look at the exact mileage. Uh, 223 miles today. And as you guys see, I have live weather turned off. If you have live weather on, it is going to be really crappy for you. So really good to... Oh, Adams is... Wait, 13,000? Oh, St. Helens is 8,300 feet. Nice. I think it's what Rainier is like 13,000, I think. Volcano Day. Yeah, join in the double ender. Definitely. I was thinking we'd be faster today, but it's really not a long route, and it's more about sightseeing, so I think that, yeah, I think having something more fun is the way to go today. Something that can get up a little higher. It looks like we'll only need to get up to about 8,000 feet. Phil says Mount St. Helens is 8,600 feet. And yeah, the double ender is hilarious and fun. So I think it's a good one. Supposedly our safe altitude is 13,500, but that would be giving us like 1,000 feet of clearance over Mount Adams, Mount St. Helens. So no need for that. And I have Yeah, if you have live weather on, you see nothing right now because it's completely overcast. 300, or it's like it's 6,000 feet overcast, but raining here at Yakima, so I have the few clouds preset going. It's ugly, but the best stole plane. I think this plane's hilarious. I love this thing. I love, like, you can just mess with the, like, if you change the RPM managers here, whatever these things are, these basically automatically manage the RPM limits. It's in auto by default, but you can turn one into beta mode and feather the other one. It's super weird. I don't know. Very feature rich. Yeah, all of the God Friends planes are so good. Like, I swear, it's pretty impressive. Like, I was flying the Wilga last, or on Thursday, I was flying the Wilga. I just picked it up. All of their planes are so detailed and nice. Like, I'm very impressed. All right, I have a preset on, so winds are calm forever, so we can just fly whichever way we want. We're gonna take off. We're gonna go to the west once we take off. Can I get a north up map on this thing? Probably not. But our initial course is going to be 226. That's going to take us over to Mount Adams. And then to the west, that's Mount St. Helens. So we're going to go 3 in a row before our first landing. We're going to land at Boeing KBFI for our first landing. And then we'll go check out downtown Seattle. And then we'll fly up to Friday Harbor. And we'll be done. And that'll be it. That'll be 5,200 miles on the books. You just got on? Nope, we're just taking off from Yakima right now. We're about to. Dave's already up. He took off from parking. You don't even need a runway in the double under. See, watch. We're up. This thing is so silly. No, I didn't get the V22 because it's a lot of money to spend. What was it, like $25, $30? And I know I'm never going to fly it. And so far, I think I've only seen one person flying it. So, yeah, I'm gonna pass on that one for now. And it doesn't have very good reviews either, so that's also kind of a deal breaker for buying a new plane. All right, just take off when you guys are ready. I'm going to circle around up here a little bit. But yeah, this thing is so fun. The sale is still happening, right? I think the sale in the marketplace is going until like the 5th. So yeah, if you guys don't have the double ender, like I think, yeah, this plane is silly, good times, kind of hilarious. Like, this plane is the best, and it's on sale. It's by God. Get the Got Friends one. There are 2 different ones. You'll know this is the right one to get when it has 4.7 stars or whatever instead of 2. There is another double ender in the marketplace that has very low reviews that I've never tried, but the Wilga, I played with the Wilga on Thursday's flight too, and it was pretty fun as well. Hey Soul, yeah, you need to have all turned on, especially now because we're all probably running different custom weather because the live weather here is really crappy. So yeah, definitely throw on all players on the world map flight conditions menu. You should just have that on at all time, in my opinion, unless you want to limit how many people you see. But I would kind of always leave that. I would always leave that on. Double Under has real-time mud textures. Wait, it does? Oh, I did not know that. Yeah, I don't even think I've taken it in the mud. It looks like the tires are a little dirty, right? Yeah, it does. Oh yeah, there's mud like here too, and under the wing. So you're saying this builds up? This isn't just, that's just not there permanently? Welcome to Washington State, always crappy weather. Is this the altimeter in this thing? Yeah, right there, 3,700. Graphics look like Infinite Flight. Is that bad? Is Infinite Flight a mobile one? I haven't used Infinite before. Oh, it's not part of the livery. It builds up. Dude. Yeah, Got Friends has got to be one of the most, like, underrated plane developers, I feel like. If they made something more, less experimental and more common, like, they would probably just kill it. Yeah, make sure you guys have custom weather turned off. And this one's going to be pretty easy. We're going to go west, then we're going to go north. That's pretty much it. Then it wouldn't be a Got Friends aircraft. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah, all about quirky fun. Yep. All right, let's be on our way then. Oh, hey, the chat's working today on the stream. Nice. It's always hit or miss on the chat. Shorty, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Are you guys ready to get going? We're gonna head to the west. We got a our course here is 226. We're gonna go to Mount Adams, then Mount St. Helens, and then north to Rainier. So fill up those fuel tanks. You can always do a mid-air refueling if you want. And turn off that live weather, because you're not going to see anything with it today. Alright, let's turn out to the west. Kilgore says, oh, you got the Vertigo from Got Friends. Yeah, the Vertigo is a rocket ship. Dude, that thing is hilarious. The Vertigo, and they had the Legacy pack that's available now. I think it was like $5 or something for 5 planes. Has like the Lake Skipper and some other experimental ones. I don't know. They're kind of all experimental, I guess. All right, let's go to the west. Oh, kind of north, I guess. West by southwest, a little south of west. Anyway, 226 on the course here. We're gonna go to Adams first. We got 45 miles till we get to Adams, and then we're gonna continue on from there to Mount St. Helens. See if we can land in the crater. Actually, is Adams a volcano as well? I know Mount St. Helens and Rainier are both volcanoes, technically, even though I think St. Helens hasn't been active since, like, I was Googling it about since like 2008, 2007, something like that. And then I didn't realize that Rainier is so big and has so much that it has it has glaciers on it that are named Legacy pack. Oh, the Carbon and Gravel Cubs. That's right. Yep. Yeah, we flew the Carbon and Gravel Cubs a bit on this route too. When we were going through the Grand Canyon, when we were going along the Salmon River and the Snake River the other day. They're all... Oh, Adams is a volcano as well. Nice. Yeah, I haven't been up to Washington for a long time in real life, but I remember just seeing Rainier, like, in the distance. It's insane. Yeah, the Vertigo is a popular one for sure. Lots of tail dragging. Sweet. Yeah, I want to keep it in the air as long as possible because I just am terrified of the landing. That's the problem. All the peaks along... Oh, all of the peaks along the Cascades are volcanoes. I remember, like, it was like over a year ago, we did a run, Cascade Mountain Run, as one of our group flights. So that was pretty fun, too. Oh, Hood, Maximus says Hood, Adams, St. Helens, Rainier, and Baker. All the major mountains of the Pacific Northwest, and they're all volcanoes. And Creamer says the Cascades exist because of subduction off coast. That is so sciencey. I have no idea what you're saying, but it sounds brilliant, sir. Yeah, another I remember doing the Cascades flight a while back, and it was just awesome. I had a really good time doing that. So it'd be cool to go visit them again. Josh says, I remember the one that took forever to get all around the mountains. Server? We're on USA East every time. USA East. Alright, so my VFR map isn't working with the waypoints for some reason, but my little tiny Garmin, I don't know the model number of this one actually. It's some variation of a G3X Touch, but it's like a mini version. I don't know if there's a version of this in reality or not. Oh, Creamer says Creamers used to live near Adams. It blocked their view of Mount St. Helens. Oh, Maximus says from his office window we can see Hood, St. Helens, and Adams. Dude, that sounds like an incredible view. Dude, does this thing give me miles? Outside air temperature, ground speed, vertical speed, and heading. This is such an interesting little... We got our comm device here. Yeah, there's nothing other than terrain and flight plan, and it doesn't even give us miles. This thing is so limited. It's cute. Look at it. I mean, I think we'll know when we're there. Subduction means bigly shaky bits when it lets loose. I'm glad we're getting technical. Is this a Wilga behind me? This looks like somebody in the Wilga. I just recognize it just because of the, like the cooling. What is it called? Like the cowl. There's the engine. Is this the, wait, this isn't the Wilga, is it? I can't tell. This area around the prop though, that cools the engine, and you can open and close those fan blades. That's something I did on the Wilga just on Thursday when I played with it for the first time. I don't have the PMS 750. I do, yeah. It should give me the GTN 650. I do have it. Oh, maybe I don't have the add-on. There must be an add-on I'm missing. But yeah, I just have this default one. Oh, this is fine. We don't need anything too crazy. Yeah, the intake, I don't know specifically what it's called. It's not like cow flaps, but it's like around the engine. It's a bunch of fan blades that you can open and close on the Wilga that surround the propeller. That's the first time I ever played with those. And then there was another one where you could open and close the oil cooling like intake that's on the front as well. But pretty unique looking. What's the coolest add-on? I mean, number one is, I mean, my list is always the same. It's Navigraph, if you're doing IFR stuff. Number two is Rex AccuSeason. And I don't know, is number three, I mean, if we're not talking planes, number three might be that that coastline enhanced photogrammetry I picked up last time, because it made the river look so good on Thursday. That thing's been, yeah, it was surprisingly detailed. Anything that's a global Rex surfaces. Yeah, I think I have the global terrain, whatever, the airport texture pack as well. But I would say anything that has good reviews that will give you a global change in the sim. So things like Rex and Bijan trees, anything that changes the ground textures and stuff for the better. Anything global, yeah, anything global that affects trees, terrain, water. Those you're gonna, especially if you're flying VFR, those are gonna give you the best bang for the buck. If you're on PC, I would definitely go for Rex AccuSeason. And I got the doggy back in the cockpit. Today we went with Bruno. Bruno the pit bull is going to finish off the leg today. I was using one of those. I found some new avatars, like actual human ones from the marketplace that I bought, and their legs and arms and shoulders like stick out of the planes. So they just look a little too silly. So instead of choosing something really silly like a human, I choose something more realistic like the dogs. It just makes more sense. Next landing spot will be in a while. We got about 60 miles. We're gonna land at Boeing, KBFI, King County. We're gonna land there before we turn to the north and go up to downtown Seattle, past Rainier, and then downtown Seattle. And then from there, we're just gonna go a little northwest up to Friday Harbor. And we're gonna call it a day. We're gonna call it a finished 5,200 mile route across the US. Pretty good. I recommend Coastal Photogrammetry. I just picked it up, Phil, on Thursday right before the stream, while we were following the Snake River, and it looked really good. So, and people in chat were saying that compared to what they had, there was a consensus that it looked a lot better. I haven't checked out any coastlines like along oceans or lakes yet, just along the river there. So we'll see some more of it coming up once we get up to Seattle. But it was on sale and I just picked it up. I noticed it. I was like, oh, I'll try it out. Apparently people thought it looked pretty good. So you could wait to see what it looks like when we get up to Seattle if you want. But that initial look at it seemed pretty good to me, and it's on sale. And I hadn't seen anything like that before, so it's kind of neat that we have like a photogrammetry improvement. But yeah, that one's just in the marketplace. So yeah, if you fly VFR, things like that are great. And also, like you don't have to only buy stuff from the marketplace. If you go to flightsim.to, there's a couple really good VFR add-ons. There's one called We Love VFR. Comes in like 2 regions. That one's really good. It adds things like smokestacks coming off from industrial buildings, and it adds like water towers and all sorts of stuff globally. And then there's another one called Power Lines and Solar Panels. So any like power grid like pylons, it'll actually attach them with cables, with power lines. That one's also really good if you're on PC. I'm just a fan of any of the global improvements, you know. Anything that you can just install and it works everywhere is such a good add-on. All right, we're at 6,000 feet already. All the Mamu design stuff. Yeah, I think that's the, Mamu Designs or Mamu Designs. Yeah, they're the one, I think they did both We Love VFR and the Power Lines one. And I have both of those. The vessel mods, I do have them. I'm not sure if I have them installed or not. But I don't always notice them. It seems like pretty rare that I'll notice like the global shipping, like those big freighters and stuff on the water. Mount Adams is about 12,000 feet. Once we get there, we're not that far away. Looks like the highest peak is 12,276 according to the VFR map, according to the sectional. Climbing a bit quicker. Yeah, we might need to do some box climbing up there if we need to get up there. Kramer says, what happened to load flight plan? No, it's still on the world map. It's just buggy. Try like clicking the map, moving the map around a bunch, and suddenly the bottom menu at the very, very bottom of the screen will change. And then it's under the more menu. It's super weird. They introduced a bug, it looks like, where it like hides that menu. It's really strange. All right, there she is, right in front of us. Mount Adams is first. I don't know if there's like a crazy crater in Mount Adams too. I'd assume there probably is. But we definitely, if there is, we definitely need to try landing on it or near it. So once we get to the peak, we'll just circle around, play around a bit before we move on to Mount St. Helens. And St. Helens is only 30 miles to the west of there, so we're just going to continue on the same route, same course. Pretty much directly west once we pass Mount Adams. Oh, St. Helens is the only one that's blown its top. Oh, okay. So we only have one crater today. Dude, I'm glad we're getting into this wilderness. Like this is, I think this is, the sectional says it's Mount Adams Wilderness Area. I would say so. I feel like we haven't flown over like crazy amounts of wilderness before. So this is a nice little change of pace. Mainly because we've been following rivers for like half of the route. This kind of area is where like, you know, Rex Accu season and the Bijan trees really like can show off how good they look. No crater, but there's a big ice field. Oh man. All right, we'll see how well it's modeled. I haven't flown to these in the sim. I think I went to Rainier a long time ago in the sim, but it's been a while. Interested to see how good it looks in with Rex turned on too. What? Phil says, I landed a float plane on one of the lakes northwest of Mount Adams. Yeah, I see on the sectional there's a, I'll probably butcher the name, it's Wallupt, W-A-L-U-P-T lake, and then there's south of there is a section called Two Lakes. What's up, Michael? We're going to Mount Adams and then Mount St. Helens, and then we're going to take a quick pit stop at Boeing, KBFI, Bravo Foxtrot India, BFI. That'll be our first stop, and then we only have 2 more stops after that. We're going to go to Seattle, and then we're going to go to Friday Harbor, and that's going to end the route today. That's it. We don't have much to do. Feels good, actually. Simple final route, just a few airports to stop at. But it is a total of like 223 miles today, so. Walput's the one? I don't know how to pronounce it. Walput? That's crazy, Phil. That's awesome. I've never been in a floats plane before. I've barely been in a small plane before. What's up, Daryl? Welcome. Yeah, Wilga's great. As long as it can get to about 12,000 feet in altitude, you'll be able to go up to the peaks here. I guess we're going to maybe have to try to get up to the top of Rainier. So I think it's about 13,000 feet for Rainier. All right, here's Mount Adams in front of us, 12,276 at the peak. Oh, only in the sim. Sorry, I thought you were talking about real life. I never know. Like, there's a good amount of real pilots that are in the chat and in sim, so it's hard to tell whether people are talking about real life or the sim sometimes. 80s vibe. Yeah, I'm trying to get more of like a retro wave kind of vibe in there. It's a pretty big catalog of songs. That 80s feel never gets old. All right, we still got 41 gallons of fuel left. Phil says landing in real life will get you an extended vacation at a federal lockup. In the lake or in on the mountaintop? On the top of Mount Adams. All right, I gotta start climbing. I'm at almost 8,000 feet. This thing climbs like crazy though, and it says it can get up to 13,000 for a ceiling. 13,500. Michael says which plane? This is the double ender. Got Friends double ender. It's for sale in the marketplace. Yeah, a lot of the guys in chat turned me onto this plane. They've been telling me to fly it forever. It's like the best bush flying plane ever. It's surprisingly detailed. There was one of these ever built as a prototype in real life, and so Got Friends. Oh yeah, I forgot we can like turn on headphones here for a little sound isolation. But yeah, dude, this thing is so unique and fun and detailed. I have a really good time flying this. I've barely flown it. Let's see, does this open the door? Does this open the door? Is this just the window? That's just the window. Keep that closed for sound purposes. But yeah, this plane is so much fun. A lot of guys in chat regard this as like the best bush plane of all time. It just climbs like crazy. You need like 15 feet to take off. It's a really unique design. Really cool. Somebody also said, I don't know if it was Dave or somebody else said that the person that made the double ender in real life, I think has made a side-by-side. So like a two-seater. That's similar to this in some way, some other experimental plane that I think they said Got Friends is also going to be working on. What's up, Zeppos? We are about to play around at Mount Adams really quickly. Let me bring up the VFR map just so we can see any nearby airports. So it looks like 10WA is the closest to the south, 10WA, 10 Whiskey Alpha. You could hop in there and fly north to find us. From here, we're going to continue on west after we circle around Mount Adams for a bit. We're going to go over to Mount St. Helens. We're going to try to land in the crater if possible. Play around there for a bit. After that, we're going to head west. Unfortunately, the next... After Mount St. Helens, we have an 80-mile leg to get to BFI Boeing. So this might be an autopilot time. That's going to take a bit for that leg. But after that, we're going to turn north. We're going to go past Mount Rainier. We'll pass it on the west side of Rainier up into Seattle. Check out downtown Seattle. And then finally we'll go north to Friday Harbor and end there. The Wilga's barely making it. Yeah, I checked the ceiling on this plane and it said 13,500. So yeah, this might be a little tricky. If you start losing airspeed drastically, you might need to abandon landing on the top of this. Peak here should be about 12,300. But this thing is pretty impressive with how it climbs. Still loading in all the detail of Mount Adams. My God, this is awesome looking. You know what we need is to get up the top here and then switch to the Juice Goose and drive it off. Should not have picked the 152. Just make sure you lean it. As you get higher, make sure you lean the mixture out. That's probably where a lot of your climb performance is being lost. Because we're so high here. We're at 13,000 feet. Their house is up here. Yeah, why are their houses up here? It's like a research post. I'm gonna land on top. I'm just circling around a little bit. It felt a little sketchy. Jeff skiing off the side. I'm just going so much faster. I think the wind, like, the gusts here are crazy. Josh is trying to land the Vision Jet. Josh is sliding down the side. No. Couple of climber shelters up there. Oh, that's probably what that is then. Josh is tumbling down. No, Josh. Oh, I'm stalling. Oh, I have crash damage on. Oh no. Oh no, I was using on-air company last night. I forgot I had crash damage on. Oh my god. Okay, this is easily fixed. No. What have I done? So last night I flew a few really long routes actually in the Comanche, trying to learn the Comanche better. So I was using on-air company. Getting back into it, I actually rented a Comanche, and on-air company requires that you turn crash damage on. So I was just, yeah, not taking it seriously, of course, with thinking I was invulnerable with no crash damage. Or crash damage disabled. Alright, I modified the flight plan. Hopefully it'll load me right in at that waypoint. Airborne at 0 feet, custom departure. Clear skies preset. Alright, let's see where it puts me. Kip, what can I say about Kip? He made great flight plans. Phil says I've replaced my keyboard with a broken F4. Oh, wait. Wait, you had a keyboard and the key that was broken was F4? Alright, we're back. Alright, let me try this again. Oh, it started me like a good, like, I don't know, 1,000 feet above. Well, I'm glad you're able to slew again, Phil. Very important for me especially, the kind of flying I do. Selling a keyboard if interested. See, we got double ender. Oh, what's the ST4? All right, we're good. Oh, nice. The extra is probably a good call. I guess the extra can make it up here. Vision Jet has no problems making it up here. This is pretty detailed. The ground texture here is pretty detailed. Good, like the, why can't I move the camera? What's going on here? There we go. Yeah, like just the ground texture isn't bad. It's not easy to ride along here though. Especially without like proper nose wheel steering that I'm used to. All right, I think we see, actually to the north, that's Rainier, I think. We're gonna go to the west. So we're gonna turn to the left here if you see Rainier. We will fly by Rainier. We're just gonna go to take a detour to Mount St. Helens first, which is over here. Here's Mount St. Helens. This away. The course to Mount St. Helens is 255. And the detail on the mountain is pretty good. Or on the volcano, I guess I should say. Just everybody going off the edge is great. It's like we got a Bonanza. Victus has a Bonanza out. What's a PZ04X? Which one is that? Is that a Godfriend's plane? RV14, that seems like a pretty good choice. The view in the RV14 and the RV10 is amazing. It's got that just like total bubble of glass over you. You can see it everywhere. Yeah, 255 for our course over to Mount St. Helens. Oh, that's the Wilga, the PC04X. Got it, got it. I should know. I own it as of Thursday. We're breaking the multiplayer server a little bit. I see people like popping in and out. All right, Mount Adams looks pretty awesome to me. The detail looks good. I don't think there's any, I don't have any custom like scenery for it or anything, so we're just getting stock photogrammetry and Rex Accu season, but I think it looks pretty good. Nice, Michael. Michael got the double under. Now how to fly it. It's easy. Just start at parking, hit Control E for the quick start, and then just full throttle and go. It automatically, it has like a prop governor, or I think these are like sort of prop governors. They're in auto mode by default. So you can leave the switches up in auto and it's gonna manage, make sure you don't give it any, that you keep the RPMs within the limits. But if you switch them to manual mode, then you can choose, I believe it just gives you a limit of what your RPMs can be in each mode. So when you're in cruise or climb or takeoff. And then you can switch to manual and go into beta. You can like reverse one of them. And then the other one you can feather. I don't know, that's kind of crazy. You can almost do like VTOL in a way. How do you quickly turn off name tags? You can set a control for it. There's a keybind called toggle nameplates. So I just set that to a hotkey. Speaking of which, I think I'm gonna switch it to a different hotkey. You can watch me do it right now. I actually never use the autopilot button on my Bravo. I use a stick button for that. So if you just look up nameplates, so I can set a button to toggle nameplates. There we go. And then you just tap it, turn them on and off when you need to take your screenshots and stuff. Oh, shift backspace. Oh, is that really the default? Let me try shift backspace. I rebound it, so probably not for me. Aviator says, guys, you know a way to disable multiplayer aircraft turning invisible? Yes, I can show you that too. Go into general options and traffic. It's the second to last option in traffic. Show multiplayer aircraft in close proximity. If you turn that on, then you'll be able to go right on top of each other. They won't be invisible. The reason I usually have it on is just because when we all load into the same airport together, inevitably people will choose the same parking spot, and then you'll see someone else's cockpit like blending in with yours. So you may want to turn it on here and there, like when you're first loading in. But it is nice to be able to get like right next to somebody. I'm gonna do a quick 360 for our spacing here. Group up a little bit. Oh, it's a new thing, create lifesaver. Yeah, I'm not sure when they added it, but I don't think it used to be an option. It used to just always make everybody invisible. Dave is right behind me. In a double ender, no doubt. Where are you, Dave? Yep, he's in the double ender. Double enders unite. Dave has been like one of the biggest advocates of the double ender forever. I should have listened sooner. Sorry, man. Oh, look, we got a little landmark. Little point of interest marker out there. I'm not sure what it is. Oh, Cyber is also in the double ender right in front of me. Looks like we're headed right towards each other. All right, Mount St. Helens is next. We can see it in the distance. This one has a crater. One of you guys educated me that it's the only one that's quote unquote blown its lid, blown its top. Aviator says, group flights have always been my favorite. So fun to do, especially in close formation. Yeah, I was only doing them with you guys every Saturday, but when we started this at the beginning of December, it was just like, it was a nice challenge to decide to finish the whole route. So yeah, it's going to be awesome landing at Friday Harbor in the next hour or so. Maybe hour and a half, something like that. Oshkosh vibes. I think it'll be cool to do, we'll continue doing this every Saturday, like every single Saturday for a while now. We've been doing group flights. But yeah, this has been a special month. I'm stoked that we're able to finish it too. Like I was a little worried we wouldn't be able to do it. But, last week, having 2 weeks off work really helped. I got to do a bunch of extra streams last week. Kind of had to do extra ones last week to make up for being sick the week before that, so. Mount St. Helens' whole side fell off after a hard night drinking. So I guess it looks like a little north of Mount St. Helens is Spirit Lake. And Mount St. Helens peak is 8,365 feet. Call it 8,400 feet. Should be a little more accessible to you guys that aren't in... that are in smaller planes that couldn't handle the altitude. At Adams right there. Landing is always the main problem. Absolutely. Yeah, these peak numbers I have are off the VFR sectionals. 8365 is the one for Mount St. Helens on the sectional. We will see. Alaska. Oh, and the Hawaiian Islands one day. That would be awesome. Yeah. I mean, I'm down for whatever. Mainly, I've been picking routes based off that World Tour website. So that site has been incredible. It's the reason why we're doing this flight. Is this guy ZK made a route across the U.S. corner to corner, and we just did it one day. I was like, all right, let's see the beginning of this route through Florida. Started in the Keys. After that, I was like, let's just keep going. I noticed there are a couple of you guys in the Discord and the group flight channel. If you guys want to chat with each other during the flight, you can feel free to hop in the group flight channel in the Discord. If you don't just want to do chat here and you want to talk with other people. Looks like there's a couple of you in there right now. But yeah, you guys can, of course, feel free to use that if you want to chat while we're flying. I won't be in there just because it's just a risky thing to have an open microphone when anyone can yell anything into the stream. So, but yeah, if you guys want to hop in there and chat with each other, that's why it's there. Enon says, Kip, you looked at the option. Have you looked at the options in this? I know it has realism turned off by default. Basic ground handling. Oh no, what's weird is I couldn't figure out how to use it. Like, it has these other screens, right? I have whatever the defaults are. Yeah, ground physics simplified, realism disabled. Oh, okay. But what's weird is I pushed to select. Oh no, it is working out. What the heck? Realism enabled. Is this a bad idea? Ground physics, authentic. Oh, there we go. Camping site, what the heck? Oh, aircraft dirt. Vibration effects. Registration decals. What, I want those. Belly pod installed. Oh, you can put in the rear seat as well? Wait, I didn't even know it had a rear seat. Oh, nice. Yeah, I was looking back there earlier thinking it'd be cool if there was a rear seat. Wait, can I get a co-pilot in there? Pilot visibility. Oh, where's co-pilot visibility? Co-pilot, passenger, 101-pound dog. Whoa. Oh, no co-pilot visibility. No. Kevo, thanks for joining the Couch Captains, dude. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it. Enjoy your new mustachioed badge. Kevo says, sorry I've been away. Had to take care of real life nonsense. Dude, I think a lot of us know all about that, so glad to see you again, man. Dave says, authentic ground physics is fun, takes getting used to. Be prepared to ground loop. All right, well, what better time to turn on the realistic landing that I've never used than doing it right here, trying to land on Mount St. Helens. This is the perfect time to turn it on. Like Dave said, realistic tail wheel ground handling takes getting used to. So I'm guessing you can, like, because it's a free castering wheel, I assume it can, like, turn 360 degrees, right? Sort of, like, mess you up if you turn too fast. Aviator says, can you show me the Garmin map? Yeah, I think the VFR map. You can just, if you just look where Mount St. Helens is, you can just click and put a custom departure waypoint, and it will put you right here. If you just look to the northeast of WN10, look for the little hotspot, just click there on your world map. It'll set a pin, and then you can depart mid-air at the pin, like I just did after I crashed. So that'll put you there right away. Oh, the PMS 50. Is that... Oh, did I just turn that on? Oh, no, I didn't. I do have the PMS 750 installed. So I guess I would use the 650 you guys were saying. All right, can we land in the crater, Mount St. Helens? If there's any plane that can do it, it's this plane. If there's any pilot that can do it, it's Josh. Oh, it has like a runway. Look, we can just get right in there, right? Oh, there are the vibration effects. I think I'm overspeeding this thing. Yeah, 144 knots. Mount Fuji is St. Helens' sister. Oh, landing is easy southbound. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go in this direction. Looks like it's made for us. And land uphill. Oh, there's like a little peak. There's like a little platform over there too. All right, today's not the day that Mount St. Helens becomes active, right? What's up, Deuce? We're at Mount St. Helens, south of Rainier in Washington. If you load in at, what was it, WA10? WN, Whiskey November 10 is to our south. Or you could just move your map up towards Mount St. Helens and just click it and just set it as your departure, airborne. You can depart from anywhere at all in Flight Sim. All you gotta do is click on the world map and it'll make a custom point and start you airborne. The lava dome. Oh yeah, this looks a bit sketchy. Alright, dumping my flaps. This is totally sketchy. Alright, I also am, I'm not gonna be used to all the realism effects I just turned on. But thankfully I have crash damage off and my slew button is ready to go. Used to be an empty crater until the dacite lava dome formed up. Good time for freezing. Even when you're on final, not at an airport, the sim freezes. This is ridiculous. Look at this. I'm just... All right, now we're back. We're on USA East, Mark. You can type fly, exclamation fly in the chat if you want to make sure you get all of your settings correct so you can see us. I would double check those settings. Oh, this is so cool looking. Dude, we're on Mars. My God, Chris got a DC-3 in here. This is a pretty forgiving landing spot. This is pretty nice. Nice. I'm pulling back on the stick the whole time. You guys have been teaching me how to do the tail dragger life. Oh, I feel like the nose wheel is easier to use. Nose wheel steering. I think what you guys are saying is if I turn it too much, yeah, we're gonna get like this 360 thing going, then gotta get it straightened out. That's not too bad. What are these red lights? Are these fuel warning lights? Alternator 1 and 2. I haven't been watching anybody landing yet this stream. Let me get out here. We got a DC-3 here. Those DC-3 pilots can get into anywhere. Those Buffalo Air guys. We got a couple of Vision jets. Josh has a Vision jet, and is that... Who else is in one? Lolich is also in one. 208 inbound. We got an extra. Here comes Steelers doing aerobatics. I think he's just having fun with the terrain. I don't think he intends to... Oh, wait. He does intend to land. Oh, my God. Super Hornet down. The extra is down. Very down. All right. Grand Caravan's on the way in. Best plane in the game. Enon's coming in a double under. What is with my frame rate right now? It's going crazy. What's up, Deuce? How can you join? Just join USA East. Deuce, you've flown with us like a billion times, haven't you? Just spawn in at Mount St. Helens. We're just north of... What was it? I just looked it up. WN10. Just find that airport. Just scroll your world map up to Mount St. Helens. You could even probably put on a waypoint to find it. Landmark. You can just click Mount St. Helens and spawn right in here. It'll spawn you in the air. And I guess right there is Spirit Lake. And then, of course, Rainier past it. You can spawn on someone in the crater. Yeah, is that working now? I know there were some issues with like spawning on other players. It would just crash the sim. I don't know what is going on with my frame rate, but this is the worst frame rate I've had in a long time. I just want to fly the drone over here and check out this side of the volcano. Oh, there we go. Now it's loading in a little bit. Dude, this is awesome. Getting drone shots for stock footage right now. All right, let me double check my route here. I think now we're gonna go west. Oh, sorry. I mean, we're gonna go north. Yeah, we should just go north to Rainier is next. And then we're gonna go, after that, we're gonna fly to downtown Seattle. Check that out before we go north to Friday Harbor to end the entire route. All right, you guys ready to take off? Let's do this. Why the alternators are yelling. I did quick start. Oh, where are the alternators in this? Aux pump. Oh yeah, I forgot there's like an autopilot. Right back here. Magneto's on. All the circuit breakers are in. Landing nav and strobe. Take that trim out. Fuel pump. Both. I don't know why the alternator lights are red. On. Is that the pump or is that the alternator? Alternator on. Pumps are off. Starters are off. Master battery's on. It doesn't like me. How do you reset? Press Y to go into slew mode. And then you'll want to probably hit F4 if you're on PC to pull yourself up. And then turn off slew mode with Y again. So Y, F4, Y. All right, let's go to Rainier. Let's go to Rainier, boys. Actually, this is a perfect spot to take off. We take off here. We go down the crater opening. And then straight towards Spirit Lake. And then we can see Rainier in the distance past Spirit Lake. Alternator lights will turn on when your RPM is low. Oh, just to indicate it's not charging. Okay, got it. That makes sense. Oh, if anybody's got floats on, this is your time. And this will be a good spot to check how that photogrammetry add-on's looking here next to the lake. We saw it all day on Thursday, all along the rivers, along the Snake River, but now I'll be able to see what it looks like along a lake. See what we think. Yeah, I just love seeing all the lights. It's beautiful. I mean, the names are very nice too. Nice to see all the names, but the lights just, you know. The lights are the pretty part. Not that your names aren't pretty, it's just, you know. Alright, we'll see how the borders of the lake look here. Kevo, thanks for joining the Couch Captains again, dude. Good to see you, man. Hope everything in real life's going fine. It does get in the way of simming from time to time, doesn't it? Or for 9 months in my case. Yeah, so the shorelines, like where the water meets the ground, this is where the improvements are really supposed to be. See how you can see the ground like disappearing down into the water? I think that's the main improvement that the mod gives. So it doesn't look as like rough, like jagged, just like an abrupt change from land to water. It's kind of interesting. It looks great. Looks very good. Not bad for, I think it was like between $10 and $15 on sale in the marketplace. Let me double check my weather. I thought I had few clouds on it, but it looks like, yeah, it's clear skies. There we go, few clouds. So much better. Never ever use clear skies, it looks horrible. Nice, Phil. Welcome. Come find us. We thought we were done following rivers and lakes. Here we go again. I just want to see how the shoreline looks here, though. I mean, I think it looks awesome. Maybe I should do like a before and after and just take a screenshot in the exact same spot. Yeah, like the detail here, right where the water meets the land, it meets the ground, whatever you want to call it. This transition looks really good. All right, off to Rainier. We'll see if we can get up to the top of Rainier. I think it's like over 13,000 feet for the peak there. I'm surprised Mount Adams is so tall. It's like challenging Rainier's dominance. That is so pretty. Yeah, few clouds, great preset. I know Rex has a bunch of presets too. I actually have never used them. We have a couple of smaller lakes here too. Oh, I need a bit of snow on the ground. That's a good call, yeah. Let me see. Let me customize that. Here we go. There we go. How's that? Good call, good call. Is that a little more realistic? Fighter jet escort activated. Yilma's with the escort. Good luck going as slow as me. This time of year, yeah, makes sense. All right, good luck to everybody getting up to Rainier. It's probably a good 30 miles away from here still. Got a ways to go. And on the VFR sectional, it says the peak on Rainier, 14,410 feet. And the quadrant safe altitude is 14,800. Might not be able to land up there. The double ender ceiling is supposed to be like 13.5. Obviously, we're pretending that we all have supplemental oxygen with us. This will be a test for the double ender for sure. I'm not sure if I've ever landed on Rainier in the sim. What's up, Flying Squirrel? First group flight. Oh, no way. Welcome, man. Yeah, it's super fun just grouping up. No matter where we go, like, I feel like the terrain, the scenery, the landmarks are all a bonus. Just flying along together wherever it is always a good time. It's just fun to see so many planes up, so many different planes, and, you know, so many fighter jets doing barrel rolls and stuff, and one Airbus along for the ride. Always good. Yeah, today is today is day 15 of 15 streams in a row of flying across the US with these guys. So we've done a ton of miles. We've done over 5,000 miles, and we only have about 150 left. Yeah, gotta have one tube liner. Definitely. It's a rule. Just how it is. Not sure why I see the F-18 as a jumbo jet. It could be, one thing is, it's probably not an option on Xbox, but on PC, if you go into general options under traffic, there's a couple settings you'll want to turn on. The first is traffic variety to ultra, and then turn off at least the multiplayer generic models. But off, and then ultra is going to give you the most custom planes loaded in. If you don't have traffic variety to ultra and generic models off, then it will substitute, like, it'll limit how many unique plane models it loads into the sim for performance reasons. So if you turn it to ultra, then that's going to let it load in everything possible. So, like, it's possible that you have the Super Hornet installed and you're just not seeing it because it's not loading another model intentionally, just to keep your performance up. But yeah, if you turn that to ultra, that'll hopefully fix it. So weird not having the mileage available here. Wait, so did you guys say I can turn on... Let me check the settings here again. Is there a way to turn on the GTN? Oh, the top display. Here we go. Okay. This is the problem I was running in before. I couldn't... Okay, belly pop. I'm pushing to select. Okay, there we go. Top display. Why is this thing so buggy? There we go. All right, GTN 650. All right, there we go. Now we got some extra information here. Oh, it doesn't have the flight plan. No! It removed my flight plan. All right, well, after Rainier, we're going to KBFI, so let me put that in. Maybe I can't put anything in. Delete flight plan. Okay. Can't put in a waypoint. Alright, the other one was better. Let's go back to the other one. Whoops. Alright, back to Asobo, the one that'll actually show me my route, surprisingly enough. Alright, we're back. Alright, at least we have BFI in there after. To Rainier, and then to Boeing Fields, BFI, KBFI. KBFI is just north of, or just, it's like right next, it's right next to SeaTac, I think, between SeaTac and downtown Seattle. So we'll fly around Seattle and check it out a bit, do a little sightseeing there, and then we'll go northwest up to Friday Harbor, and And then we'll pop the champagne. Oh, that's what if I was a better streamer, I would have went and bought champagne. And then as the stream ended, turn on the webcam facing down, of course, to preserve anonymity. Just facing right down at a champagne bottle being popped open. And that would be the end, but alas, I did not plan ahead. I don't even have a celebratory beer available for me in the fridge. So it's going to be a sober celebration. Make up for it tomorrow night, though, for sure. I'm a little disappointed with you, bruh. Do I request close formation? Always, yes. Bring it in. Land the double ender on the roof of the Space Needle. I mean, we have to try it. We got to land it on some buildings for sure. All right, I'm at 11,200 feet roughly. Are we running out of fuel? Is that why it's stuttering so much? And we're getting a little low on fuel. Give it a mid-air top off. Yeah, I don't know that the double ender is going to be able to get up here. Might be a bad idea. At the least, I could slew all the way up and just fall down onto the peak. No, what's going on with like the manifold pressure? Look at this. It's going crazy right now. Let me change this to manual mode into climb and see if that helps. It is not helping. Not helping at all. I don't know what's going on. Alright, back to auto. It's probably the altitude. It's like, we're not supposed to be this high. The plane's broken. Alright, we're at 92 knots. It's getting slower and slower. 80 knots. 75 knots. Uh-oh, I think we're reaching the ceiling. Ooh. 70 knots. We're probably going to stall soon. Is the SR-22 updated? Yeah. The SR-22 got an update in Sim Update 14. It's like a month ago. But yeah, it's available to everybody if you have the Premium Deluxe Edition. Then you have the updated SR-22. Are both engines running? Hope so. Yeah, this is engine 1 and 2, top and bottom. So yeah, both engines are running. That's weird. We got up to Mount St. Helens, or Mount Adams just fine. Hold on, I'm giving it the quick start again. Yeah, it looks like engine 2 is off, right? Look. There are no EGTs at all. There's no... Is there just no power? Starter 1 is on. Yeah, something is wrong. Now, let me get the pumps on and get the starters on. 2,500 RPMs. Fuel flow, 8 gallons, that's good. Control E, yeah, I'm hitting Control E. There we go. To the rear, the engine number 2 is not giving it nearly as much power. Maybe I should turn the realism back off. Maybe that's messing with it. Yeah, I'm losing a lot of... I can just turn that off. Turn the realism off for now. I know, boo. Oh, yep, now it's running fine. Yeah, look, now it's all the way up to 5,800 RPMs. So I think maybe the altitude is way less forgiving being up this high when you have the realism mode turned on. Yeah, it's the altitude. It says it's rated for 13,500 feet. All right, yeah. Turning realism off. We're good now. To the moon. But yeah, look, the F8, the Super Hornets, it's probably a livery. That's usually what it is. If you use a custom livery, it doesn't, it's the dumbest thing in Microsoft Flight Sim. If you use a livery that someone else doesn't have, it doesn't just default to the default livery of that plane, it just changes it to a different plane model. Makes no sense. So I'm guessing Yilmaz has like a custom Super Hornet livery that I don't have, and that's why it's turning him into an Airbus. It just makes sense. Don't question it. Oh, you're changing your plane, is that why? There's a house up there. I think we know whose house that is. Oh, it's a 747. I think we know whose house it is. Someone in chat's uncle's house, obviously. All right, Rainier, you got nothing. You got nothing on the double ender. Closest airport. 55 Sierra, right south of us. But you can just click click Rainier on the map and set it as a custom departure spot. And it'll just load you in the air. That's what I'd recommend. You could be here at a moment's notice. There's nothing that the double ender can't do. Bring it on, Rainier. So the last 2 nights, the reason I had crash damage on earlier is I've been trying to learn the Comanche because it's the best plane ever. So I kind of, I didn't restart my on-air company career, but I am $1 million in debt because of starting it as an airliner company. So it gives you 1 million credits to start. Blew through all of that, or sorry, I haven't repaid any of that loan. And I think I have like 50 grand to my name because I left all my base camp stuff going for so long, and it just drained my bank account with all the stuff I had stored everywhere. So but anyway, I grabbed a Comanche and did a few flights last night. A few long flights, actually. And they were mostly IFR. The weather in the Midwest is kind of crazy right now. But it's really nice learning that plane. Oh! Oh god, I was going so much faster than I thought I was. Stick it. Stick it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh god. What is the time there in California? It's 1:24 p.m. All right, let's see if this thing can get up. Just installed the Comanche. It's so good. Dude, just doing the walk around is so rewarding. All right, nice. We can get up here. Come on, baby. Come on, double ender. Yeah, the Comanche it's the realest feeling plane. It's just awesome. I was having some like engine problems, and it's because I like didn't let it warm up enough. So I had to like turn on carb heat and run it at like high RPMs with both mags turned on to like clear out carbon deposits in the cylinders or something. I was like Googling all about it and trying to figure it out. And yeah, it's just so, it's so rewarding. Plane is absolutely insane. Oh, there's like a crater looking part here. Ish. I don't know what's going on with my frame rate. When we're up here on the peaks, my frame rate just goes to crap. I don't know if you guys have the same experience, but I think it must be something about just loading in the terrain. Like, look at it, just kind of chunking in still. Something like that. Oh, 1 a.m. in Turkey. We made it. All right, Rainier, checked. Our next stop is going to be Boeing Field. So if you guys need to, I'd top off your fuel. Now's a good time to top it off. Oh no, the Cabri is trying to make it up. Top off your fuel here if you need to. And I really wish I could see the dog in the back. Normally they have visible passengers. Yeah, I don't know what is up with the frame rate. This is kind of crazy. All right, not this one. No. Oh no. Oh my god, why is this so buggy? You click it, it turns it on, and then turns it off. Turns it on, turns it off. To click 3, 4, 5 times. Alright. Propeller spinners. Let me see what it looks like with a belly pod not installed. Oh, there's the belly pod right there. Turn the belly pod off. Nice. Rear seat. Well, we can't see the dog, so if it'll let us remove the rear seat. Takes 10 tries, but eventually it works. Tie downs, pedo cover, camp. Oh yeah, let's see the camping site. Camping site deployed. Nice. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, it turned it on for you guys too. That's awesome. It's a little tent. It doesn't even want me to turn it off. Aircraft, dirt. Prop spinners. Probably gonna be hard to see them. Alright, enough playing around. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go to... We're gonna go to Boeing now. We're just gonna go to the north. Boeing Field. It's right past downtown, or right past SeaTac. I just didn't want to pick SeaTac because it's a gigantic major airport. Oh, we're launching. Oh, we're actually launching. Oh my god, the spruce goose. Dude. No, but BFI isn't the closest, but if you just look on the map with multiplayer on, you should be able to see all of us in a group. Oh no. Oh. Let's try this again right off the cliff. Look, there's another house here. Mike and Chris's uncle's house. There it is. Oh god. We just gotta ski down the slopes. This is fine. The terrain just loading in. That's pretty detailed though, even though it's loading in all chunks. Dude, pretty awesome. And we're gonna head to the north. Bunch of flies on a pile of ish. Definitely look like a bunch of ants up there. Oh, you didn't want to curse. Dude, what a cool way to leave Rainier. This is so cool looking. More rivers. And we get to see the plugin or get the mod in action again. Yeah, it looks, I don't know, I think it looks more realistic. Need to fly past all of the water everywhere. Alright, so we're gonna head towards downtown Seattle. We definitely need to try to land on some buildings in Seattle while we're there. Oh, somebody said that we have to land on the Space Needle somehow. That's like the Red Bull Bullseye challenge on even harder mode. So we just went from like 13,000 feet to 4,000 feet. What's up, Round Kid? How much is this plane? How much is the double ender? Is it like $10 maybe? I forget all the sale prices. I think it might be like 10 bucks. Is the double ender part of the legacy pack? No, those are the free planes, right? I think it might be like $10 to $15. I think most of them are on sale right now. The double ender is like, this is like the most fun. This is the most fun and unique Bush style plane ever. This thing is amazing. It's too unique. It's really silly in a way. I don't know, this thing is amazing. Yeah, how you can like, I was playing with it the last time I flew it, where you like can turn one of the engines into beta mode and feather the other one and almost like then face forward and take off like vertically. I don't know, it's so strange. All right, we're gonna turn to the north once we get down off the mountainside there. Bobo, you're ridiculous. Alright, so BFI should be... Let's see, was it about maybe 30 miles from here? Something like that. But downtown Seattle. To our north, we're going to fly past... Actually, we can land at BFI. We haven't landed yet, right? I mean, you know, we haven't landed at an airport yet. All right, Squirrel, take it easy, man. Thanks for joining along. All right, KBFI, that's our destination. Right up here, right north of SeaTac. Fly around Seattle. And then we're going to head to the northwest. Up to Friday Harbor. KFHR. I put one more in between there, like against the... I think it's along the Puget Sound, maybe. Diamond Point. As another quick stop. So we can get a couple more landings in at real airports today. They're a little touch and goes. It's the Goose. Freezing sim. Freeze number 2. It's probably loading in all of Seattle right now. Oh, you just froze too? Yeah, it's so weird. The freezes have definitely increased for me since Sim Update 14. Oh yeah, Round Kid on Twitch said, need to show it to me when you get a chance. I think you were talking about the feathering. Yeah, you can switch these to manual. And then this lets you pick the, it's like an RPM limiter. So you can see as I change it for the engine 1, it's changing into RPM max here. I'm not changing my, and then there's a hold, so you can just hold the RPMs. But then you can flick these switches at the bottom to enable beta and feather mode. So I can feather the rear one. Oops, manual, there we go, feather. So you can see the RPMs dropping like crazy for the rear engine. The rear prop is very slow. And now the front one, I can turn it into beta. So it's gonna slow us down. So wait, if I pitch down, are we gonna gain altitude? No, we're gonna lose altitude. So if I pitch up, is it gonna like, it's gonna be like the super, super slow flight. All right, 90. I thought I could like pitch down and slow our descent, right? Since it's in beta. It's just so weird. I don't really know what the use case is. It just kind of, it's silly. I don't know. So we're feathering the rear and then putting the front into beta. So giving us like reverse thrust. But we're still not able to, like we could go backwards. I mean, we're just going to keep losing altitude, right? Yeah, look at we're going to stall it. 52 knots right now. I'm just going to put them back in auto so I don't crash. Oh, Jewel says, I got 11,000 feet per minute down off Rainier without overspeeding doing beta feather. Oh my god. What does that do to like the stall characteristics of the plane? Like I have no idea. It's just such a weird thing that you can do. Oh, Phil says if you have enhanced scenery for Seattle, it's hard on the sim. Yeah, we will find out. All right, turning more to the north here. I have it on few clouds, and it's giving me like this crazy... Just giving me all these super low clouds. Oh, it looks better. It looks better than clear skies still, but... All right, I have these both in manual. I'm gonna turn these off. I have my pumps on. Turn the pumps off. What's the haze about? I have no idea. This is weird, right? Maybe I need to switch to high level clouds. There we go. Now we'll be able to see Seattle. And Rainier just looks so cool in the background. It's so pretty. High level clouds is pretty good. Phil says, oh yeah, beta helps you stop overspeeding when in descent. Guess that's what Jewel did. Just put it in beta, just pitched straight down. Makes sense. It's pretty cool. Oh, is there a Pelican? Where? Always a Pelican. The Pelican is the new Airbus, the new tube liner. Janie says, I'm going to start working on my pilot's license. Is this the best simulator? I think that, so I'm not a pilot, I'm not an instructor, so I can't give you like any real world advice, but obviously like you're going to be working with a real instructor. But Microsoft Flight Simulator is the best for flying visually, which is, to my knowledge, how you're going to start your pilot training is flying all visually, right? Through landmarks and things like that, and sectional charts. So I think Flight Simulator is superior for visuals. And actually, I think it's superior for both. And if you do instrument eventually, the Garmin systems, like how detailed the Garmin systems are now, are absolutely insane. Yeah, and like what Kevo says, like I think it's right. The sim cannot mimic what it feels like to actually be in a plane. And to be able to look around, you know, like keep your eyes out of the windows, look around, the feeling you get from actually flying in the plane, which I've never done myself. But when you do stuff like, you can do research, like my partner has her pilot's license, and she's used the sim to research a route before that she's going to fly in real life. So she will fly from one point to another and look at the landmarks and just get a vague idea of what kind of like terrain she'll be seeing when she flies. And it's also good for practicing things like programming GPS, because the Garmin systems in this are extreme, like they're much more realistic than they used to be several years ago. There's been a lot of work they put into it in the sim to make them more realistic. So that's another thing you can do, especially if you use like that sim. You can get like a fake ATC interactions going. You know, you can do a lot. It's none of it's going to be a replacement for real world flight training that you have to have, and none of it can make you feel like you're actually in the plane. But in terms of like the procedures, doing research on the routes, maybe learning the very basics of avionics and you know, things like your airspeed indicator, all that. Yeah, using VATSIM for practicing ATC communication, or Pilot Edge is another one. There's a lot you can do in the sim. But it's all very supplemental learning, right? Like it's maybe going to help you a little reinforce stuff you're learning in real life, but it can't compete with real world training with a real world instructor. So, and a lot of us treat the sim like a game, you know, we just have fun like we're doing today, just flying around, sightseeing, kind of being silly. But I mean, it's a simulator, so there are going to be a lot of things that are mimicking real world, but it's never going to be as good as real world. But yeah, I would talk to when you get an instructor, talk to your CFI about what they recommend using the sim for. Get their professional advice, not advice from somebody like me who just plays it like a game, you know. I do like to learn some of the systems, but, you know, I just learn it for fun. I don't fly myself, so as with everything, talk to the actual professional. Talk to your CFI, ground school instructor, your ground instructor, your CFIs, other pilots that you know in real life. They should be your main source of information, not me on the internet, not us in chat. You know, but obviously you can join Discord, get advice from real pilots and stuff, but yeah. The sim is like a stepdad, never as good as your real dad. Oh. Oh yeah, we have BFI right in front of us, I think. Sorry, this is BFI right here. Where is it? It's like, is it right below me? How far are we? I can't even tell the miles because this doesn't show the mileage. All right, it's coming up right over here, it looks like. Oh, here it is. Here's BFI. All right, Boeing Field. Do a quick touch and go there. Runway 32 left. Us in chat know everything. Yes. Yeah, I mean, Microsoft Flight Simulator, I think. I've played X-Plane. I started with X-Plane 11. I also did X-Plane 12 when it came out to try it. It wasn't a major upgrade. I think X-Plane still has a use if you are looking for a plane that has a very specific panel configuration and avionics and stuff. If you cannot find that exact plane in Microsoft Flight Simulator, like say for example it has Avidyne avionics instead of Garmin avionics, that may be a reason to consider using something like X-Plane if X-Plane has a third-party plane that matches the avionics you're trying to get a little familiar with. That might be a good reason to use X-Plane. But I think nowadays, you know, this sim being as successful as it has been and how good it's gotten in the last 3 years, I still think it's very difficult to beat Microsoft Flight Sim. Navigraph did their survey recently. I think there were like, 15, 20,000 respondents. I'm pretty sure like 70+% of people said that they use Microsoft Flight Simulator. The vast majority of people use Microsoft Flight Simulator now. Oh yeah, this is SeaTac right there, that's right. Yeah, in 2024 around the corner. Yeah, Boeing Field just a little north. I don't really care if we actually land at SeaTac. I mainly just want to go up and fly around Seattle. Don't land at the wrong airport. ATC's gonna yell. Yeah, I really just want to get to Seattle so we can fly around downtown Seattle. This is this is SeaTac right here. You have a number to call. Not the first time. And if you get into Microsoft Flight Simulator, what's nice is it's part of Microsoft Game Pass. So you can use it as part of Game Pass if you have Game Pass. It's included in Game Pass, which is like $10 a month. So you could try it out, see if you like it, see if it's helping you. And then, you know, if you already pay for Game Pass monthly, it makes sense to just keep paying for Game Pass if you play other games. But if all you need is Flight Sim, then it's probably best to just buy it outright after you try it for a month or two, and then cancel Game Pass. You get Game Pass for like $1. They usually have the $1 for the first month deal. So it's usually very affordable to hop in. And if you're just learning, like you probably want to hop in like the Cessna 152 or the Cessna 172. That'll give you a good idea of what you're probably going to fly in real life, like a Cessna or a Piper trainer. All right, I'm way too high as usual. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just like my brain thinks of the real thing, which is height equals safety. So I'm just always flying really high, just never towards the ground. But we don't have to do that. All right, BFI is right over here. Here's BFI. And then there's downtown Seattle looking like a crazy bunch of jagged rocks, basically. So we can go fly around downtown Seattle, check that out. And then after that, we're going to fly northwest to Friday Harbor. And that's going to be our last stop. Oh, I did put one touch and go before Friday Harbor called Diamond Point. So I did find one more for us to go to, which is right before we cross the water and go up to Friday Harbor. Oh, it's a 172. Nice. So the Microsoft Flight Sim has two Cessna 172s. They're the same plane. They just have different avionics. So if you know what kind of avionics are in the 172 you're training in, whether it has really big screens, does it have a G1000, or it might not even have a GPS matter in the configuration. But there's a second model that has the Garmin 530 and 430 in it. They're smaller GPS units. They're the predecessor to the G1000, which is the big multi-screen glass cockpit looking thing. If you're flying a plane that has the older avionics, the smaller ones like the 530 and the 430, you're going to want to get the deluxe edition of Microsoft Flight Simulator. That includes the Cessna 172 that has the 530 and the 430 in it. Or another option would be to buy a third-party plane that has the avionics you have. Buy another Cessna. But I think the only two Cessna 172s are the two default ones. I don't think anybody's made a third-party standalone 172. All right, let's get a little touch and go here, and then let's go check out Seattle. All right, let's see if we can land the double enders on a plane, on a building, on a rooftop. How come I don't get my license? I don't know. I just haven't gotten the itch to get in a real plane. I don't know. I'm a gamer at heart, not like a... I'm interested in aviation, but mainly from like the technical perspective of all of the Garmin systems. I just see it as really challenging and really interesting. But my girlfriend flies, and it's been a while since I've gone with her. But dude, this thing just, there's like, I feel like it's gonna stall if I pull out all the throttle. I just have to give it full flaps or I have no chance of touching down. It just floats for days. All right, that's close enough to touching. But yeah, I think I'm just a nerd, and I really like all the Garmin systems and the procedures and all that stuff. So I've had a really fun time flying the sim for the last like three and a half years I've been doing it now. And yeah, it's just super rewarding. I kind of like games that are complicated, you know, or simulators, you know, like there's so much to learn about aviation. I knew absolutely nothing. I still have a ton to learn. But it's really fun. The community is great. It's really challenging. Things like VATSIM are incredible, where you can like talk to humans that either are real ATC or roleplay ATC. It's just such a cool experience. And now next year, Flight Sim 2024 is coming out. And I'm really, really hoping they do shared cockpit, so you can jump in the same plane with somebody. I'm just gonna do a 360 here so we can group back up. Actually, I'll just meet you guys at Seattle. Let's go fly around Seattle, see if anybody crazy can land on a rooftop or something like that. Someone blitzed by at BFI. I could swear they were in a Star Wars speeder bike. I should have jumped in the Juice Goose and drove it through downtown Seattle. I mean, that's still an option. I could turn on dev mode, land over here, Maybe fly around a minute, switch to the Juice Goose for, just because it's hilarious, and just drive around downtown Seattle for a minute, and then switch back into the double ender. We got Alien Invasion. Master Chief is on his way to downtown Seattle. CenturyLink. I've been there before. I went there to see, I went and saw the, went and saw the Seahawks play there once. Yeah, I don't think I have enhanced Seattle. This does not look like enhanced downtown Seattle to me. This looks like default, horrible photogrammetry quality Seattle. Yuck. Looks bad. Looks very bad. Look, it's Pike Place Market, not Pike's Place. Like everybody says, apparently is Pike's Place, but there's no S. There is no way we can land on the Space Needle. That's impossible. Mustafa, stop being weird. Somebody delete his messages. Thanks. Somebody got him. Stop being a weirdo. Sounds like exploits. The thirst is wild today. Used to be the default photogrammetry was alright. Maybe is it improving? I can't tell if it's like loading in more detail or not, but this looks pretty crappy for default. Yeah, I feel like the photogrammetry is so hit or miss. I mean, it's mostly miss. It's mostly a miss with photogrammetry. It's a cool concept, but man, it needs a lot of cleanup. A lot of the time, turning it off makes the city look way better. Yeah, this isn't even worth driving around downtown Seattle without the enhanced Seattle add-on. That would be a good add-on. Looks good above 1,000 feet. Yeah. Yeah, it's not too bad. You just see the sides of all the buildings look like they're part of like a zombie apocalypse. They're all just like broken down. Yeah, post-apocalyptic. Definitely. Yep. What's up, A320? It was rad before the Xbox. Oh, with the level of detail. Did you guys actually land on the Space Needle, or are you guys in helicopters? What overtie is on? Did you slew onto that? No way. Did you actually land on the Space Needle? Man, the mods got their work going today. You can just ban people, Mike. It's fine. And then they'll never be seen again. 2 clicks and they disappear. We got a bunch of children in chat today. Sorry, guys. You can't stop these kids with nothing better to do. This is the highlight of their year. Now I want to get the Seattle add-on. Do the unbanned stream. Yeah, what is it? People trying to redeem themselves, saying why they did the horrible things they did. Isn't there like an age limit filter? Can we like filter out everybody under the age of 12? Seems to be the mentality we've got lately. All right, let's go north. All right, next we have, so that's BFI. Next is Diamond Point. So there's one up here before we cross over to the island. The people lie about their age. Nick says, having played in the 90s when the Space Needle was 100 polygons and 256 colors. I think you'd be surprised how many people in chat have also played that Flight Simulator. Something really cool about Flight Simulator, like community. I guess until today, I thought that everybody was above the age of 18, according to demographics. But apparently there are 11 to 17-year-olds in chat, as we've seen. But it's a very wide range of ages. Like when I look at I get like the demographics, and it's very even, like 20%, 20%, 20% every decade of ages. It's great. All right, let's go to Diamond Point. Diamond Point is just north of here. And I think that's still, is that the Puget Sound? Yeah, I think that's all the Puget Sound that I'm looking at. I can't tell. And then we cross over to San Juan Island, and that's where Friday Harbor is. But we're going to go up here to Diamond Point Airstrip. There's a hard surface runway there, and it's right along the... I can't tell if it's the sound because this map is so bad. When I zoom in, it doesn't say the name of the waterways. I assume it's the Puget Sound. All right, let me check my route here. Oh yeah, right up this way. Looks like about a 300 heading. And the airport code is 2WA1, 2 Whiskey Alpha 1. All Puget Sound. Yeah, I can't tell if it like changes, but yeah, I would assume this is just all the sound. Oh look, we got a global ship thing. I think this is part of the global shipping add-on, I think. Looks like it. Oh, Kevo says I can't. Oh, it's sound down to Tacoma. Oh, all sound. Down to Tacoma and Olympia. Okay. Jonah says, what kind of flights will I do after today? Well, every weekend, I'm still going to do a group flight. Usually not one where we're going for 15 streams in a row. Usually just like a day trip kind of thing. And I'm going to get back into doing VATSIM flights, so... And I was doing a thing like just every Thursday stream. I usually do Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So I try to vary it up, but I try to do like VATSIM flights, on-air company features, and flights with on-air company, which is like a career mode. I usually will grab any popular planes in the marketplace and try them out when they come out, and other add-ons like that. And then yeah, every weekend, typically this time every Saturday, we do a group flight. Usually something a little smaller. But yeah, I want to get back into VATSIM. I really want to do some flights again with the M500 on VATSIM because I love that plane. And on-air company, I don't know, I've last night for like, I don't even know how long I flew, like 6-7 hours yesterday in the Comanche. I'm trying to learn the Comanche since it's the most, kind of the most realistic GA plane you can get. So I've been learning the Comanche a bit and doing on-air company with that. Just flying a couple passengers or a few hundred pounds of cargo here and there. So that's been fun too. Also, I'm not sure if I'm going to stream tomorrow yet, but I have been beta testing the Say Intentions AI, ATC. So you guys have probably heard of Beyond ATC. And another one that's being developed is Say Intentions. I think it was called like Smart Sky before. Beyond ATC is focusing on IFR flights to start, and Say Intentions has been focusing on VFR flights to start. So I've been beta testing that like every couple days, and they're working out a lot of bugs. So I think in the near future, probably in the next week, I will do a stream with that to show it. It's pretty cool. It's definitely... Flying VFR is different for me because I pretty much always fly IFR. So I've been relearning some VFR stuff. So it's a bit different pace, like different rules. You know, you have to be very, very conscious of all the airspace and everything. Yeah, say intentions, January 15 launch, yeah. So over the leading up to that, I'll be streaming with it a bit. It is pretty cool. Like the voices are good. It's just interesting that it's AI powered and it can kind of figure things out. Like it would give me a wrong taxiway or forget to give me a cross instruction, and I would ask it and it would correct itself, or it would like tell me a wrong runway that didn't exist at the airport, and I would ask like, hey, can you give me I don't see that runway. I didn't say the runway number, and I asked it to correct it, and it would like correct it and be like, oh, sorry about that, we mean this runway instead. Nice, Phil. Yeah, I mean, you just got a few weeks and it'll be out, so I'll show that off probably. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to stream tomorrow or not yet, but in the near future, in the next week, I will be streaming with that to show you guys the progress on it. It's pretty exciting. And I hope to do the same with Beyond ATC eventually, because I'm definitely more of an IFR pilot. IFR is just easier, honestly. Like VFR, you have to study the sectional, you have to study the airspace, you have to know when, you know, if you're going in to get cleared through like a Bravo. It's interesting, and avoiding weather, avoiding clouds if you're playing by the rules. Just a totally different rule set, so it's taking some getting used to, getting back into doing some VFR stuff. But so far, it's pretty impressive. There's like no UI. Like there is a UI, but you're meant to start it and just put it in the background and not look at it. It's meant to be fully used just through your voice, and you don't even have buttons to press to respond. You just do it through your voice. The voice detection is actually really good. The other ATC programs I've used in the past, like Pilot to ATC and Pro ATC, those are horrible at speech recognition. I tried both of them, had horrible experiences with them. I don't recommend them personally, so I've been using FS HUD. But I would say it is a massive improvement compared to those programs with how good it does speech recognition. And I'll just talk at a normal pace too. I don't like talk in a robotic way. Yeah, it's really cool. All right, should be right up here, right along the water. Where is it? Is it across the way? Oh yeah, we crossed this little like riverish part here, and then we're going north. Okay, it's like over on the other side of this is be landing at Diamond Point. Just gonna do a touch and go at Diamond Point, and then we're gonna head up. Oh, nice. Phil's got actual miles on his 16 miles. Okay, thanks. Yeah, for some reason I can't. This doesn't give me miles, and I was having trouble with the PMS one. It just like cleared out my flight plan, and it wouldn't let me add an en route waypoint. So I probably need the. There's probably an add-on for the double ender that I don't have for the PMS 50. Anyway, we'll do a quick touch and go at Diamond Point. Then we'll head up to Friday Harbor, which is Foxtrot Hotel Romeo, FHR. And that's our final stop. 5,200 miles will be completed. Pop the champagne, which I don't have in my fridge, but I will have on my fridge for tomorrow. Meant to fly a little bit lower to see how the shorelines look. Oh, looks pretty good. This might be one of my new favorite add-ons. Like, it's like a little bonus add-on on top of Rex AccuSeason. Get Rex and get the enhanced photogrammetry for the shoreline. I mean, this looks better. I feel like usually these are just jagged edges, and like sometimes the buildings and stuff are in the water. Isn't there a way to... I think there's a little button on here that just opens the... You know, like a little tiny knob. Oh, I think it's this thing? There we go. Yeah, you can just slide the window open. Then I think this handle removes the door completely. Oh no, that opens it as well. Wait, that opens the top. No, these do the same thing. Okay. All right, coming up to Diamond Point. Diamond Point has a runway 29er and 11. 29er is the preference right now, and that's best for us anyway. I think I see it right out there. Oh no, I don't. It looks like it's way out. I think it's way out there. I don't know. It's to the left more. Where is it? It's right along the edge of the water. Forgot this thing also has an autopilot. I think when you turn it on with the hotkey, yeah, there, I turn it on. I think it just keeps you straight and level. It just holds your current heading and then holds your current altitude when you flip on the autopilot. But down here, there's a little autopilot section that gives you pitch and turn. It's like an old school autopilot you'd see in like an old plane. West end of the inlet. Yeah, that's correct. Oh, it's right near the US 101. I didn't realize the 101 went all the way up to Seattle. Past Seattle. Yeah, and then we go north across, I guess, still the Puget Sound, up to San Juan Island, and that's where Friday Harbor is at. We're so close! We got like 35 miles left out of 5,200 miles. Doing it. Let me check what the live weather looks like really quickly to see if oh hey, live weather's pretty good. It's clear on live weather. You can see behind us though, just the... Oh, no it's not. Whoa. Alright, this is kind of cool actually. I'm gonna leave this on. It's overcast, but we're below the clouds. This looks so much better. Your live weather always looks better. As long as you can avoid the clouds when you're VFR, of course, as we would do over flying VFR. I still think this looks cooler. This is like a really gloomy, dramatic look. I prefer, like, unless it's blocking my view, I prefer to use live weather, even if it looks like this, because the lighting looks so good. Yeah, with the sun going down. Yeah, late afternoon. It's not quite golden hour yet, but I mean, with the overcast clouds, this is like photographer lighting right here. Soul says, I like flying in weather and at night. Yep. Yeah, I don't fly at night a lot just because we're usually doing sightseeing stuff, but every now and then I will. I think for the stream as well, I tend to fly during the day. You know, just stare at screens the whole time. It can be a little weird if it's too often, but yeah, I like doing it every now and then. All right, it's gonna be at the west part. It's gonna be right here-ish. Right around here is where the airport is. And we're gonna fly this direction from right to left. Runway 29er. We'll do a quick touch and go there if you want, and then we're going to continue north. Only 26 miles after that, Friday Harbor. Then we check the gigantic box. The cross-country box. Literally across the country. Not a cross-country flight. Beagle Dad has, oh, he has the Anatov. That's another one I haven't picked up. Oh no, it's getting worse. I'm gonna have to switch back off live weather. It's just too foggy. Let's see what few clouds gives us. Nice. All right, there we go. It's getting way too foggy. Want it to look somewhat pretty for the last day. Is that the runway right there? There's one here. I don't think that's it. No, that's WA45. The other one's in front of us. It's still a little more to the north here. I think? Yeah, it's like right at the edge here. Yeah, it should be right here. There we go. This one right on the edge of the water. What's up, Vaughn? Vaughn says, want to take a minute to say thanks for the streams this month. Glad I found you in this group. It's been fun to be a part of a group like this. Ditto, Soul. Well, likewise. Same for me, guys. We wouldn't be... None of us would have as much fun if we all weren't here. So, yeah, I appreciate you guys taking the time as well. It's impressive how consistent we've been, you know? Everybody's got different schedules, so, you know, you guys could do anything with your time, and you're choosing to fly along in the group flight, so I appreciate it too. It's been super fun. This turned it from a, hey, let's check out the beginning of this route to let's do this all December and keep the group flights going every single stream. So, yeah, it's been a nice change of pace. It's been a lot of fun. We've seen some cool stuff. We've had some cool stunts that we've pulled, and yeah, it's been super fun. Very helpful for the holidays. Yeah, I feel the same way. Like, it's just way more casual, consistent. Just fly together all month long. It's a good holiday feeling activity. Absolutely, been super good, super fun. Oh, looks great at 1500 and fine below 2000. Alright, do I dare turn on live weather just for the approach? It was getting really foggy. Whoa. Okay, yeah, this does look cool. Looks epic. Alright, quick touch and go here, and then we're gonna keep going to the north up to Friday Harbor. 26 miles left. I wish I had the Anatov, but I don't. It just looks like a 7.4. All right, quick touch and go here. Runway 29er. Should have a couple knot headwind here. It says 270 at 4. More like 26 something. Magnetic. This is such a thin runway. What the heck? Yeah, it doesn't even cover the... This isn't even a touch and go. I'm just going to overfly. All right, to the north we go. I guess this is called Protection Island right here. All right, across the sound, up to Friday Harbor. Get your party poppers and your beers ready, or your sparkling waters. All right, 25 miles left. Easy. Just love seeing all the lights. All the nav lights. Seth says I can see everyone on the world map. When you load in, you only see Josh. Do you have all players turned on, Seth? In the world map, in the top right, click on fuel, or I always say fuel conditions. Click, too many turboprops, fuel condition. Click on flight conditions and make sure you choose all players. That's usually the thing. But if you have it on all players and you have it on USA East, then it might just be a bug. Might be multiplayer issues. And do a quick 360 to regroup. Actually, no. I'm gonna keep going. In the world map, yeah. I want to keep going because I want to see at least a few of you land. We're always so tight together. Like, it used to be that I could land and get down, and then you guys would be a bit behind. But I don't know if we've changed anything, or maybe I'm just flying slower planes than normal. But we're such like a tight knit group now. By the time I land, everybody is already down. We've just gotten too used to flying together. We just all land at like the same time. That's teamwork. On the world map, yeah. Go to the world map, click on flight conditions in the top right, like where you set weather and time and all that, and make sure you choose all players for multiplayer. Yeah, let me get ahead. Yeah, if you guys want to circle it, and we can see you all come in and land. Totally up to you. All right, Friday Harbor, here we come. It is on San Juan Island. Damn, there's so many islands up here, I didn't even realize. Orcas Island, Blakely Island, Lopez Island, San Juan Island. Gotta get lower. Getting up into the soup. It looks cool when I'm low enough. All right, land ho. Land is in sight. Look at the reflection of the clouds. It looks so murky. All right, Friday Harbor, we got runway 34 right in front of us. Marginal VFR, winds are calm, overcast at 3,100 feet. Runway heading is 341. Final stop. 5,200 miles. Woo, woo. We're doing it. We're finishing. I mean, this could have been such an abbreviated cross country, like, 3,500 miles. We did 5,200 miles, corner to corner, Florida Keys to Friday Harbor. Pretty amazing. Probably won't get an emergency landing song in the middle of this. Oh my god. It's possible. It is on random. Trying to look up how many airports we landed at. Man, it's got to be a ton. There's so many waypoints. I have to go through and delete all these waypoints and figure out how many total airports. Oh yeah, Telluride, Monument Valley. Then Colorado River. Grand Canyon. Salt Lake City. That was the F-18 route. Make sure I'm not crashing here. All right, looking pretty good. Oh yeah, Yellowstone. Salmon River. Salmon River was like one of the biggest. Salmon River to Snake River. That was like one of the biggest legs. Not landing at airports. It looks like there were over 100 airports. So on the original flight plan, it is 106 airports. I think I probably removed a dozen or so. So we were probably just shy of 100 airports we landed at. Or at least did touch and goes at. But the original flight plan by this guy ZK, who posted it to the World Tours Flights website, the original flight plan at 106 airports, 5,200 miles, 106 airports. Yeah, crazy. I mean, we could have added a lot of airports too, but like a lot of the time it just made sense to keep going. Like when we were along the rivers, through the Grand Canyon, Colorado River, Grand Canyon, Salmon River, Snake River, all those just made a lot of sense to just keep going. All right, Friday Harbor. It is kind of in the middle on the east side, right where X-axis is at. When I say runway 30, it should be right in front of us. I can kind of see it right there. I'm gaining some altitude just in case. I hear this song ending. I swear to God, if it randomizes to the crash landing song, it will be the craziest coincidence. I don't even know the name of the crash landing song. I'm gaining altitude just in case because it's just my luck that it's going to happen. It seems like maybe this song. I don't even know how much time is left on this song. All right, there's the runway right there. Easy. One more landing. Taking so many screenshots. All right, let me get the... Actually, now would be the perfect time for the landing song because I have a runway right here. Do it. Do it. There's no way it's going to do it. If it does it, you guys are going to call rigged. I have no way to prove it to you. This song is ending right now, though. What are the chances? Well, the chances are like 1 in 110. Oh my God, I hope it happens. There's no way it's gonna happen. Hacks. I mean, look, my hands are on the stick. My hands are on the throttle. I can't be doing anything else with my hands right now. See, it didn't do it. It didn't do it. See, not rigged. Not rigged. It's a different song. Different song. Getting anxiety. Nice, somebody's in the pits. Aw. I mean, we had plenty of times when the crash landing song came on that was very inconvenient. Especially that one in the IFR, the end of the night. Was that Tuesday? Tuesday night, end of the night. When we were landing at, oh, what airport was it? We were just full IFR, and I had to turn around. That was really, really good timing. Really bad timing. Actually, it could have been way worse because we were down below minimums, I think, for that approach. And yeah, that got really lucky. It was lucky that I could turn around and I could still see the ground behind me. I could see a field to land in. Make it a smooth one. Yes. We're down. Oof. I'm gonna catch a couple of you guys coming in. What now, United States? What now? You got nothing on us. I can't see the Anatop, but the 747, the fake 747's on the way in. Jeff is in. Bungie, SR-22, in. Minmatar ship. The Grand Caravans, the duo. Look at them, they're holding hands down the runway. Absolutely beautiful. That's teamwork right there. New York 701 double ender, bringing it in. Oh, what is that livery? Oh, butter. Butter's all around. Bobo coming in, Carbon Cub, Trotter in the beautiful Kodiak. Oh, that was, you almost touched the center line. Careful there. Don't look bad. Don't make us look bad. He almost touched the center line too. Beautiful Kodiak. All right, boys, bring it in. Final stop. Final stop. 5,200 miles. Easy. Party Animas. Looks like a Bonanza. I'm not sure what you're actually in, but I don't have it. Sorry. Yes. Mike is in. Bonanza. KDG 38. Invisible plane. About to touch down. Looks like a 172. I don't know why it's completely invisible. It was a perfect touchdown. 17 out of 10 rating. We couldn't see it, so it had to be perfect. Johnny's in with the pits. And Hunterson looks like in the double ender as well. Bring it in, boys. We did it. Is that Mach Engineer going Mach 5? Dave coming in. The original double ender lover. And followed by Jewel. Dave's giving it some bounces. Celebratory bounces. Is there a dog or a human in the cockpit? We'll never know. Sosby is in. Looks like in the RV-10 or RV-14 maybe? 15? RV-14? Reagent 86 in. Regent? And Jewel is just sitting here looking good at the threshold. Cyber's also in. Invisible. He's getting some bounces. Celebratory bounces. What a beautiful ending. Oh my god, Chris is in. DC3 is down. Beautiful. And Josh is here. Vision Jet. Canyon cutting Vision Jet. Have you been in that thing the entire time? All right, let's group up somewhere. What if we, how about we just, let's see, what's a good spot? What do you guys think about this field over here? Right here near, maybe in parking? Where do we want to group up? How about right over here in this parking area where Jeff is? Lots of spots over here. Group up, take a little group photo. We'll get in the a proper parking area. We did it, boys. Boys and girls, we did it. 5,200 miles, easy. I wonder where my logbook's at now. I have no idea. All right, let's bring it in, nice and close here. Oh, I got Chris with the 10 memberships. Thanks, Chris. Again, is this the second time in a row you've done this? Thank you, Chris. A nice Deuterino got one. Beautiful. Fish got one. Fredericks. Oh, what's up, Fredericks? Couldn't join. Congrats on an epic ride. Good to see you, Fredericks. All right, how much can we line up here to look professional? Probably not at all. This is just going to be a cluster. There's no rules. Just get close next to a buddy. Oh yeah, the tail wheel. I got to figure out this steering a little better. Watch the wings. Watch the wings. Thanks so much, Chris. Chris, appreciate that, man. All right, let's turn around to the right, turn around here, and try to get in one of these actual parking spots. Oh, Sim is here too. What's up, Sim? Oh, I need to turn on the beta mode. Yeah, it is more challenging at slow speeds here. With the realistic tail movement mode on, whatever. Oh my god, the Grand Caravan, every time I see it. Hey, this truck is trying to take my parking spot. What the heck? The Juice Goose. Or the Spruce Goose, not the Juice Goose. I do want to bring up the Juice Goose again sometime. All right, let me get this thing shut down. Control Shift E, bam. Pull everything out. Let's take some photographs. Call it a day. And the weather looks pretty epic right now, too. Look at the variety of planes, too. It's beautiful. Gotta have a Super Hornet in there. Heck yeah. We did it! Woo! Gentlemen, it's been an honor flying with you. I agree. This has been amazing. 5,200 miles, 100 airports. We did it. Florida Keys to Friday Harbor, Washington. And we did it all in December. We finished it before the new year. It's crazy. I didn't think we'd finish it before the new year. So 15 days, so we averaged about 346 miles a day. And mostly we did it in small planes. Like we were in jets, we were in turboprops and tail draggers. I'd say like 75% of the time, maybe longer. And we took Super Hornets one day when we went to Salt Lake City. That was the only time we hopped in anything with like significant speed. But, dudes, it's been amazing. Thanks for joining on all the legs. The next streams, I'm going to get back to the norm. We're going to be doing VATSIM stuff, on-air company stuff. I'll be showing off the Say Intentions ATC. They've been fixing a ton of bugs, but it's getting more and more solid like as the hours pass. So I'm excited to show that to you guys, give you a little sneak peek on that over the coming weeks. And, yeah, I mean, it's been incredible. Good stuff. We made it all the way across. Phil, thanks so much for the $10 super chat, dude. Many thanks. I'm sure the alert will come in late, as it always does. Many thanks for the 5,000 miles of epic fun. Elf says, thanks for the great jury. Happy New Year, everybody. See you all next year. That says, can I stream my VATSIM flight? Yes. Yeah, I'll do them. I will stream them. And yeah, we've joined along, like people have joined before, so that's been pretty good. If you guys want to join along if you're newer to it, like I'm not the best at VATSIM, but I'm pretty comfortable, and it could be helpful to follow along because you'll get the same calls as me and you'll be able to see them in advance. So just kind of follow along. All right, thanks again, Phil. I don't know why the alert's not working, but it'll probably come in as I'm about to end the stream. Group FSR flights were rad. Oh yeah, the M500, dude, the M500 is great. It's just such a solid plane. It's got all the features you need. It's fast enough. I think it's a pretty solid one. Phil says he's flying to KPDX. Yeah, if any of you guys want to join Phil, it looks like he's headed south if you want to fly down to Portland with him. Falcon says, how about a Latin American beach landing trip? I am down to fly anywhere. Yeah, if you guys have suggestions, yeah, let's chat in Discord. I tend to just grab them from that World Tour site and just try to vary it up a bit. But I am totally down to suggestions. I know, I think Delta sent me a flight plan once that we did. Delta Tango did. So it's been awesome. All right, Phil, thanks a lot for the super chat. Chris, thanks for the gifted 10 memberships. Really appreciate it. Greek island hopping. Yeah, there's so many options, right? We got the whole world. Thank you guys so much for flying along. It was super fun. 5,200 miles was epic. There's Phil's donation. Thanks so much, Phil.
Many thanks for the 5K miles of epic fun.
All right, boys. Thanks so much. Have a good rest of your Sunday. Or it's only Saturday. Oh, my God. Yeah, have a good rest of your Saturday. I'm on the fence. I'm not sure if I'll stream tomorrow. If I do, I'll see you guys then maybe. But Happy New Year if I don't see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day. If you're going to be drinking party for New Year's, make sure you get that Pedialyte ready or whatever, your electrolytes and all the good stuff. And, be safe and cheers in advance. But I'll chat with you guys on Discord until then. And my buddy Valis is streaming some Star Citizen, so like I have been, I'm going to pass you guys off to him if you want to tune in and watch him for a bit, do some space simulation stuff. The stream will automatically switch over to him, so you can say hi to him. And if not, no big deal. Just close it as usual and carry on. Appreciate you guys. Thanks again for choosing to spend all your time flying along with me and with everybody else here. Yeah, dance your asses off. And if you want to join the Discord, it's Discord is linked in the video description below. And I'm going to pass you guys off to my buddy Valis. If you want to watch some space simulator stuff on Star Citizen, feel free to enjoy his stream, and I might hop on there and play with him later. So here's the link to his channel if you want to hang out. All right, guys. Thanks again so much. Been super fun. Epic one for the books. All right, Happy New Year. I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow, but most likely on Tuesday. So Happy New Year and be safe. See ya.